what is Chanakya Nitisara tells you. If one person is creating a problem in a family, wipe that man out and protect the family. If one family is creating a problem for the society, wipe out that family and protect the society. If one group of people or a society is creating problem for a nation, wipe out that society and protect the nation. If one nation is creating problem for the existence of other country, wipe out that country and protect the world. This is Chanakya Nitisara. Exactly the application of that Lord Krishna is telling here. In India, yada yada hi dharmasya glanir bhavati bharata abhyuttanam adharmasya tadatmanam srijamyaham. I am sure that you will be knowing the meaning. If you do not know the meaning, go home and read Bhagavad Gita. Paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya. That meaning you should know. Dharma samsthapanarthaya. Hey Arjuna, you are standing in this battlefield for reinstating dharma in the Hastinapura, where adharma is being nurtured by the king. Those who are standing on the other side of dharma, those who are standing with adharma, maybe Bhishma Pidamaha, you may be respecting him as Pitrudevo Bhava. Maybe your Acharya on the other side, Dronacharya, Acharya Devo Bhava. But at present, the rule tells you that Dharmo Rakshadi Rakshitaha. Dharmo Rakshadi Rakshitaha. Those who are protecting the dharma will be protecting them. If you are not protecting the dharma cannot protect you. My relation with Bhishma Pidamaha, that is personal relation. But considering the fate of the dharma and the country, my duty is to protect dharma. So remove Bhishma from that state itself. Wipe him out and wipe Dronacharya out, because they are standing with adharma. Personal relation should not take place there, because you are here for bringing back Hastinapura into the fold and lap of dharma. So, hey Arjuna, if you are not fighting the war, what will happen? The people will say, we were thinking that Arjuna was a great war, but when he had to face the real war, he ran away from that situation. So, Bhayad Renat Uparada Mamsyande Tvam Maharadhaha. Great people will think that Arjuna ran off from the battlefield fearing the war. That will become a precedence. Yadyat ajarati shreshta tattadeve tarojanaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartade. A marvelous message for every parent sitting here, every directors, managers, proprietors sitting here. Yadyat ajarati shreshta. If you are a shreshta, great man, whatever you are doing, whatever you are seeing, whatever you are hearing, whatever message you are giving, that message will be taken as the most authentic message, and others will follow that. And hey Arjuna, you are one of the most renowned, famous soldiers of the world. And if you ran away from the battlefield, suppose in the Kargil war, the soldier runs away from there, he will tell that in the Mahabharata war, Arjuna ran away, so I can also run away from here. He will take the precedence. So, yadyat ajarati shreshta tattadevedaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadanuvartade. Arjuna will be labeled as a coward. Don't do it, Arjuna. You are known as a great warrior, a bold, courageous man who can fight the war under any situation with the greatest powerful bow and arrow. So remember, you have to protect the country. You have to fight the war. It is applicable for us also. Wherever we are living, wherever we are performing our duty, we have to perform our duty wholeheartedly, sincerely, with all dedication. And under that situation, if you are not doing your duty and dharma, people will say that fellow ran away from the situation. That fellow could not perform the duty, so that we also need not bother about the situation. So, hey Arjuna, do your duty. But whenever you are doing your duty, remember that dukkeshu anudvignamana. One point. Sugeshu vigadaspriha vida raga bhaya krodha stitadir muniruchyate. Everyone should remember the most important shloka of Bhagavad Geetha, which has got a relevance in our day-to-day life. Dukkeshu anudvignamana. Whenever you are feeling sorrow, you are sad, don't get over depressed. And whenever you are happy, don't get overexcited. Don't keep over attachment with anything. Don't be afraid of anything. Don't get angry towards everything. 5-point Lord Krishna told to Arjuna. A Muni, a great man, a silent worker, a dedicated worker, he will always keep a stabilized mind. Dukkeshu anudvignamana. Whenever dukkham is flowing to him, unhappiness and sorrow flows to him, he will keep a stabilized mind. Sugeshu vigadaspriha. Whenever he feels happy or the happiness flows to him, he keep a stabilized mind. He will not get over excited. Raga, bhaya, krodha, vita. Over attachment towards everything creates problem. Over fear about many things create problem. Anger towards many people create problem. So in our life, the best way is that remember, unhappiness or sorrow, it is not permanent. It is temporary. Happiness is also temporary. And attachment also will be temporary. Fear also will be temporary. Anger also will be temporary. Get away from all these temporary phenomena. Keep a stabilized mind. In our life also, whenever we are living a life in our home, when wife gets angry, keep a stabilized mind. When you want to you want to shout your wife, keep a stabilized mind. When the wife wants to shout against you, keep a smiling face and stand there. Please, my dear wife, don't shout at me. I will be like this only. So she will know that you are not going to get changed. So stabilized mind. A stabilized, calm mind. Some people used to organize program. Till the program starts, they are excited so much. Once the program starts normally, all these excitation and tension, it becomes unnecessary. So keep a stabilized mind. That is what Lord Krishna told Arjuna. Keep a stabilized mind. Don't worry about what is happening everywhere. So, dukkeshu anudvignamana, sukheshu vigadaspriha, vidaraga bhayakrodha, stitadir muniruchyate. I request every parent should teach these lines to their children, because these lines will be the most useful lines for your son or daughter. Whenever they feel unhappy, tell them that. Don't worry about it. These are all part of it. After 2 or 3 hours, you will become normal. Whenever you are getting excited and happy, tell slowly that, my dear son, the happiness is not going to be a permanent phenomenon. So keep in your mind, be happy, be jolly, don't get overexcited and jump up to the concrete level. Keep at a stabilized level. So, the advice given by Lord Krishna, it is not exclusively for Arjuna, it is for us also. That is the reason why these management experts take Bhagavad Gita as one of the best and the most relevant literature for teaching and learning management. And also, you should tell to your children, Hato va prapsyati swargam, jitva va bhoksyate mahim. Oh my dear son, remember that in our life, if you are doing your duty and going ahead, go ahead. In some places, you may face failure. Hato va, if you are a failure, feel happy that you have done your duty. Jitva va, if you are a successful candidate in that, if you are a great success personality, then understand and enjoy the result of that success and victory. So this generally we do not teach to our children. We always tell our children, you have to win. You should become the place at least one among the 10 candidates who are coming in the top. At least if possible, come take first rank in your examination. There is first rank is the first rank. There is nothing more than that. But still you tell that. Focus only first rank. But at that time also you should have given the message given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. What is the message? Try for the first rank. If you are not getting, don't worry. I, as your father, I will be with you. But try for the first rank. If you are not getting, be happy with whatever you are getting. Hato va prapsyati swargam, jitva va bhokshyate mahim. These lines have got great relevance in the today's life. As yesterday I was telling you that the psychology professor of Kerala University, one of the very, very famous psychologists in the world, he conducted survey among the students who are writing the entrance examination in Kerala. He found that 23% of the students who are writing entrance examination, they are on the verge of twisting from the normal psychological behavior to abnormal level. Why it is happening? Under severe tension, every mother tells her children, son or daughter, try the first rank, try the first rank. The second alternative is not given. So the son or the daughter under tension feels that if I am not reaching up to the expectation of my mother, what will happen? Some of the mothers also tell that if you are not getting the high rank, I will commit suicide. The mothers go up to that level. So you will not see your mother again. It is true, particularly in Trivandrum area. The mothers give threatening words to the children. And the children get so much confused what to do. Under this psychological way of living, the lines of Bhagavad Gita has got a relevance. Again I repeat that line. Hato va prapsyati swargam. If you are not winning up to the expectation level, my dear son, don't worry, I will be with you. But jitva va, if you can reach up to the first rank, second rank, third rank, or at least 10th rank. You can enjoy. Bhukshyati mahim, you can enjoy the life. Such a beautiful way of management message, not only in our office, not only in our factory, but also in our home. We can implement it for leading a happy life. After all, what is the aim of life? Leading a happy life is the aim and the pathway of life. Many people think that it is preparation for living is the life. No, experience of living is the life. Preparing for living is something different. Experience of living is something different. That is what Lord Krishna was telling to Arjuna. Remember, hey Arjuna, go on doing your duty. If you are a failure, don't worry about it. If you are a success, enjoy that success. This is applicable for, I repeat the line, for each and every one of us who start a business, who venture for writing the examination, who want to go to abroad, who want to get promotion, who want to try to establish newer and newer factories or do expansion work in different places. They are all, if you are a failure, don't worry, you have done your duty. And if you are a success, it is a great miracle that you will be getting lot of advantage from that one. These are the lines given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. So our message to the managers is also exactly the same message. So Arjuna, who got disturbed in the battlefield, he got energy from that. And Arjuna started thinking about it. And finally, Lord Krishna told Arjuna, hey Arjuna, samashatraucha mitrecha tada mana apamanayoho shita ushna sughadukkeshu samasanga vivarjita. Hey Arjuna, remember that in our life there may be so many enemies, there may be so many friends, there may be so many ups and downs. Some people may appreciate you, some people may tell negative about you. Sometimes you may be winning, sometimes you may be losing, sometimes it may be hot, sometimes it may be cold, sometimes you may have to cry, sometimes you may have to laugh. These dvandam, opposites in the life, that is gaining and losing, laughing and crying, and making profit and making loss, going up and coming down. These are all part of the life. So, sama shatraucha mitrecha tadamana apamanayoho shita ushna sughadukkeshu samasanga vivarjita. Get detached from all these things. And time being, you follow my words, hey Arjuna. Mame vaishyati satyam te pradijane priyosi me sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja aham tvam sarvapapebhyo mokshayishyami ma shucha. Here, just like a psychologist, Lord Krishna gives the message to Arjuna. Hey Arjuna, I am here to give you correct guidance. Lean upon me. Lean upon me. I will look after you. Time being, forget about all other things. Focus on why you have come to Kurukshetra. Focus on the duty of the Kshatriya and Sarvadharman Parityajya. I would like to mention one line. Whenever your children, whenever your brother, whenever your wife or husband going to do or undertake a major work, go on giving guidance. When you have reached the last point, tell him, forget all other things. Focus only on this one. And go ahead. Don't look left and right. Straight walk to the last point. The marvelous suggestion given by Mame Vaishyati Satyam Te Pradijane Priyosi Me. Hey Arjuna, I know that you are my dearest friend. And what you have to do now, Sarvadharman Parityajya. Do not think about anything else. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. What I am telling to you, follow that. Aham, myself. Tvam, yourself. Sarvabhabebhyo mokshayishyami ma shuja. I will see that. I will be protecting you. Take the case of any psychologist. When he or she treats a patient, the last word of the psychologist will be that, you don't worry, my dear friend. I will be here for protecting you. I will see that you are crossing the inferiority complex. I will see that you are winning the race. I will see that you are going to become a great success in the life. You will be successful in your life. So you follow what I am telling to you. So ultra-modern psychologist words are exactly the same as the words of Lord Krishna, who told these lines 5,150 years ago. Mamekam Sharanam Vraja. If you are reading the book, I am okay, you are okay, written by Professor Eric Berne, German professor, you can see that all his lines are directly linked with Bhagavad Gita, even though he has not come to India or might not have read Bhagavad Gita as such. But whatever the great psychologist Professor Eric Berne in his transactional analysis book says, exactly the same. 5,000 years ago in India, Lord Krishna has given the message. So, follow the words of the real guide. You will reach to the target. These are the management message given by Lord Krishna to Arjuna. And finally, what Lord Krishna said, Idite jnanamakhyadam guhyat guhyadaram maya vimrashya etat asheshena yadha ichasi tatha kuru. India was a democratic country thousands and thousands years ago. And Lord Krishna never said, follow only my words. But if you are under confusion, I will see that I will be protecting you. If you are willing, follow my words and I will see that you are reaching the last point. But whatever I have told you, critically analyze every bit of the thing. And if these words are appropriate for you in solving the crisis generated in your mind, then follow it. And once you have followed those lines, I assure you that the success will be with you. These are the management messages. So first, thinking about the confusion in your mind. Second, thinking about yourself, about your omnipotent, omnipresent, divine power, Jivatma, present in your body. And second, you think that this body is not permanent. After all, this body will have to go back one day. So when you are venturing to do something, even if you are losing your body, that is a part of the life. Don't worry so much about the body. And remember that everybody who is living in this world, they have to do a duty. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi adutishtatya karma krita. Everyone has to do their duty. A mother has got mother's duty, father has got father's duty, son has got son's duty. Everyone has to do their duty. That is what is expected by the nature. The sun rising in the early morning and setting in the evening, it is doing its duty. The moon is doing its duty. The wind is doing its duty. The earth is doing its duty. The air is doing its duty. The forest is doing its duty. A jackfruit tree is doing its duty. A microorganism, it is doing its duty. A camel is doing its duty. A lion is doing its duty. A human being is also expected to do his or her duty. So doing their duty, dharma, that is expected from everybody. Nahi kaschit kshanamapi jadutishtatya karma krita. Without performing their duty, none of the animal or system can exist without performing the duty. So here we can see Lord Krishna is bringing Arjuna on the duty-bound, dharma-based management principle. When you also face your employer or employees, tell them about the dharma, they will follow it definitely, because it is the correct management message. While performing your dharma, sometimes you may die, sometimes you may win, sometimes you may lose, but whatever may be the situation, as human being, you have to perform your duty. If you are not performing your duty, according to what I have told you 10 minutes ago, people will follow your footsteps and say that fellow has not performed his duty. Why should I perform my duty? Many people are not undertaking their dharma. So why should I do my dharma? Our people, our ministers are not doing their duty, so secretaries need not do their duty. If secretaries are not doing the duty, assistant secretaries need not do the duty. Assistant secretaries are not doing the duty, clerk need not do their duty. So we always think about the non-performance and performance. So once the top fellow is doing the duty, yadyatacharati shrestha, others will automatically have to follow that line. So this is the message given. And whenever you are performing the duty, whenever you are getting excited, keep a stabilized mind, keep a low tone of attachment, keep a low tone of fear and a low tone of anger in you. You will be winning the race. After all, one day we have to go back, and on that situation, when you are going back, think about yourself. Have you done your duty? You will know that you have done your duty. Happily you can bide goodbye in the last point. This is what is told in Bhagavad Gita. And in the 16th and 17th chapter, Lord Krishna explains something connected with the personality of individuals also. There are three types of person: sattvic person, rajasic person, and tamasic person. Sattvic food, rajasic food, tamasic food. Sattvic words, rajasic words, tamasic words. Tamasic means negatively characterized. Rajasic means virulent, ferocious. Sattvic means stabilized and excellent. So what should be our aim? Starting from tamasic, improve to rajasic, from rajasic, improve to the sattvic. So from yesterday he was telling, from a good man, aiming at better man, and reaching at the best man level. So hey Arjuna, you are a good warrior. Aim at becoming a better warrior and try to be the best warrior. And these lines of sattvic, rajasic and tamasic classification is also relevant for us. Sometimes we may think our colleague is a rajasic man, very ferocious. Slowly lift him up to the sattvic level. Sometimes our colleague may be a tamasic man. Lift him from tamasic level to rajasic level, from rajasic to the sattvic level. What food you are taking? You may be taking liquor every day. I know that majority of you will be taking that. So, whenever you are taking the liquor, remove it slowly. Whatever you are taking, that will be reflecting in your mind. Yato anna tato manaha. Whatever tamasic food you are taking, it will be reflecting in your body. Convert it to rajasic, then again bring back to the sattvic food, so that you will be a happy man with a happy body and a healthy body. Whatever work you are doing, aim at sattvic work. Whatever result you are getting, aim at sattvic result. Whatever words you are talking, aim at sattvic words. And whatever you are thinking, aim at sattvic thoughts. And if you can do that, this life is worth living. That is the message given by Bhagavad Gita. And that Bhagavad Gita has been accepted by the great scholars of the world. I was telling yesterday in my small lecture in the embassy hall in Abu Dhabi. This Bhagavad Gita is the one which could give so much inspiration to Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein used to say, I get inspiration for writing all my thesis, hypothesis and theorem from Bhagavad Gita. Even E is equal to mc square, which came out from Albert Einstein, he attributed it to Bhagavad Gita. And remember that the first atom bomb was developed based on this equation. And the first atom bomb was exploded by Oppenheimer while seeing the light of the atom bomb and hearing the sound of atom bomb explosion. Oppenheimer also quoted from Bhagavad Gita. So nicely he said, Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapaduttida Yadiba Sadrishi Sasyat Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. Who I am seeing something equal to thousands of suns rising from the eastern horizon. There is nothing in the whole universe which can be compared with this one. These are the words of Arjuna when he saw the Vishwarupam of Lord Krishna. Exactly like that. Oppenheimer, he quoted the Sanskrit line from Bhagavad Gita when the first atom bomb was exploded as a result of his strenuous experiment. So what we can understand, the atom bomb was developed using an equation E is equal to mc square by Albert Einstein, and Bhagavad Gita gave inspiration for that Albert Einstein. Same way Bhagavad Gita gave inspiration for Oppenheimer when he exploded the first atom bomb. And a few years ago, the international disarmament session was going on in Washington. Gorbachev, former USSR president, inaugurated the international disarmament session. In that inauguration lecture, he started the lecture by quoting from Bhagavad Gita, Sidandi Magatrani, just like that. Sanghat sanjayate kama, kamat krodho bijayate, krodhat bhavati sammoha, sammohat smriti vibhramaha, smriti bhramshat buddhinasho, buddhinashat pranashyati. Gorbachev quoted this line 3 times in Sanskrit itself in the international seminar conducted for removing all the weapons, including atom bomb. So, Bhagavad Gita gave inspiration for developing an atom bomb. Bhagavad Gita gave inspiration when atom bomb was exploded. Bhagavad Gita gave inspiration for removing the atom bomb. So, all the 3 places, same Bhagavad Gita could be utilized in our life also. I will always say, if you can go through Indian heritage, try to go through every bit of the literature, even though you are tired, as much as possible. Just to pass through that. You may think, sitting in this country, how can you get this literature? It is not difficult. If you are interested in going through Arthashastra, just click in your internet, Arthashastra, the ancient Indian economic books. It will give you the translation of Arthashastra. If you are interested in knowing the music, Carnatic music of India, all the ragas will be available in your computer, internet. If you are interested in knowing the Ayurveda, it will be given in that. If you are interested in knowing how many Puranas are there, what are their contents, you will be getting from that. As I told you yesterday, if you are interested in knowing how the Vedas to be chanted, go through the Vedas, you will be getting this information. You can even listen if you have got a multimedia player with you. So getting the literature, getting the knowledge is not at all difficult for you. And many translations of Bhagavad Gita given by Indians and also given by the foreigners, including the great scientists of the NASA, that you can get directly from the website. So getting the source of the knowledge is not at all difficult. And remember that Indian knowledge is taking in such a high level. The Tao of Physics book written by Berkeley University professor and Fridge of Capra, he has quoted 17 places the Bhagavad Gita, and he has quoted from E.C.G. Sudarshan, Dr. S. Radhakrishnan, Brihadaranyupanishad, Chandogyopanishad, Ishavasyopanishad, Kenopanishad. He has written the pure physics book. Remember, the book is not a religious book. The book is not a spiritual book. Pure physics, the Tao of Physics, exactly the same word. And Berkeley University professor of theoretical physics, who was one among the nominee for the Nobel Prize. So at that level, he could use Bhagavad Gita, our Upanishads, for writing a physics book. Now, ancient Indian philosophy and knowledge is crossing the barrier of spirituality and religion. It is reaching the level of pure science. We, the Indians, we should remember, we should know that our knowledge is being taken and utilized for ultra-modern purposes, for making the movies. As I told you a little bit earlier, if you are listening to the music, the songs of Matrix Revolution 3, you will feel nervous. I use a wrong word. And your nervous system will get really accelerated, because all these Upanishadic slokas chanted by English musicians, mixing the Eastern tone to that one, with that great bass on that, with the stereo system. If you are hearing the mantras chanted by the Westerners, you will feel proud, and you will definitely say that if 10 more Janma you have got, you would like to get those 10 Janmas also in our motherland, Bharat itself. Such a great land in the world, giving light to everybody, everyone in the world. Unfortunately, we are ignorant about it. Unfortunately, many of us are not interested in knowing about it. Unfortunately, we do not feel sad that we do not know our heritage. And surprisingly, when I visited many of these places, very excellent way, I would like to say, last year, this day, November 19th, I was in Iowa State University. From there, I was going to Fairfield, Maharshi Mahesh Yogi's University. The moment I entered, early morning, November 20th, I entered there. 7 neurosurgeons standing there with the bouquet, and they told me, "Happy birthday to you, Gopala Krishnan, November 20th. At that time only I was knowing that it is my birthday. I received that bouquet and kept there. And I gave lecture in Maharshi Mahesh Yogi's Institute, 8 places. One group for Ishavasyopanishad, another group Devi Mahatmyam, another group about Vedas, how to chant Vedas, etc. After all these lectures over, evening there was a get-together. Before the get-together, one lady came to me and said, "Dr. Gopala Krishnan, this is not your birth date. It is wrong. 20th November is not your birthday. If this would have been your birthday, your personality would have been different according to Vedic astrology. I assure you that this is not your birthday." It was correct also. That was not my birthday. Unfortunately, it so happened, when I was taken to the school, my age was little less. So my name given was Balakrishnan. The peon sitting there said that we will increase little by 3 or 4 months. So my age and date of birth was lifted to another place. My name was Balakrishnan. The peon said that his son's name is Gopalakrishnan. So let this fellow's name also Gopalakrishnan. So my name also became Gopalakrishnan instead of Balakrishnan. So what I wanted to convey to you here, the Vedic astrology utilized by Maharshi Mahesh Yogi's Institute could explain that my birthday is different. I asked that lady, can you tell where is my Jupiter? Spontaneously she said, it is in Karkadaga Rashi, second Bhava. Where is my Lagna? It is in Miduna. Why did you say that one? You give such a fantastic lecture. If and only if your Jupiter is in the highest position in Karkadaga Rashi, you can give this lecture. Otherwise, you cannot give the lecture like this. And she said, how? Where is my Mars? She said, it is in your Lagna itself. Why you are telling like that? You were not sitting anywhere in the classroom. You were continuously standing. So your Mars is making you stand like that. Surprisingly, her calculations were exactly correct. I'm not giving even 1% exaggeration. So remember that. Our knowledge anywhere in the world is worth learning. People are taking this knowledge in their hand, every bit of it. When I was fortunate enough to visit Oxford University, at 6 o'clock I reached in front of the Bodleian Library. I asked the librarian, I would like to see the Bodleian Library. He said, for the people who are not the students of Oxford University, they cannot enter after 6 o'clock. Then he said, are you an Indian? I said, I am an Indian. How could you understand I am an Indian? I asked. From your mustache, I could understand you are an Indian, he said. He allowed me inside. When I went inside, I felt happy on the one way. On the other way, I felt extremely sad. About 25 rooms, which has got an area approximately this much into 25. Millions and millions of palm leaves are kept there. Indian, this Regha, palm leaves, written all the Vedas and Vedic messages kept in the black boxes at 3 degrees centigrade. I asked them, what are these palm leaves? He said, these are the palm leaves, the leaves, manuscripts brought from India up to 1946. What you are doing with those palm leaves? We have hired 400 Sanskrit scholars from Tirupati, and they are translating what all the message given in these manuscripts. They are doing that. Then I asked them, what you want to do with this translation? We have started one idea bank here. Idea bank. You might have heard many type of bank, blood bank and so many type, but here idea bank. I again asked him, what is meant by idea bank? We translate this one. Whatever new information is there, that we put here, we seal that one. Anybody would like to do research on these points, this will be handed over them for a solid big amount, not free. So their idea bank is making millions and billions of rupees based on bit and bit of Indian knowledge. We are not doing that. And unfortunately, we do not know about it. We are not worried about it. You know, in 1998, Scandinavian University has declared that the wireless was discovered by Sir J.C. Bose based on the strenuous effort taken by 10 Indian scientists. They took the photograph from the VJT Hall, Calcutta, where Sir J.C. Bose was discussing through the wireless to the then Viceroy of India. And that picture was taken about 11 months before Marconi could discover the wireless. And they have, after going through a series of studies, they found that Marconi was not a scientist. When J.C. Bose explained his wireless in Cambridge University, an ordinary technician, Marconi, was sitting in the back of the benches, and he noted all these things and he copied this one, and he wanted to patent those wireless. At that time, J.C. Bose has not patented it. When the patent was taken to the patent office, the officer said that We know that this invention was made by J.C. Bose. You cannot patent it. What Marconi did, he contacted J.C. Bose and asked him, are you patenting your wireless? J.C. Bose said, we Indians never want to hide our knowledge from anybody. We do not want to patent anything. Anybody can take anything. And Marconi took the patent. But these stories, not stories, history came out, and Scandinavian University declared that whether somebody is interested in claiming that or not interested in claiming the credit of that, the credit should go to the real scientist who has invented that, and declared J.C. Bose as invented wireless. Most unfortunately, everywhere in the world, the general knowledge book has corrected the invention of wireless is made by J.C. Bose, except in India. India, we have not changed. Even now, you go through any general knowledge book printed and published in India, wireless, still the name is Marconi's name. So we commit very silly but very, very serious mistake. After 1998, we are in 2005, 7 years earlier back, world approved and agreed and appreciated the Indian discovery. We Indians are not taking that appreciation. I would like to tell you one thing. Many things, if you are informing the world that the spherical shape of earth is not discovered by Copernicus, Galileo, Magellan or Kepler, world will approve it. We are not doing that. We are still worried whether what the other fellow will think. World over, people are pushing ahead, showing their great heritage. I am sure that you might have switched on the TV when the last marathon running and other thing Olympics game took place in Athens. For the first time, violating all the protocol, those who were winning the competition in the Olympics, they were put the small crown of the olive branches. You might have seen that olive branches crown were put for the winner. Why they have put it? They knew that about thousands of years ago, when the Greece won that battle, the winner was given, just like the Olympics game, the winner was given the olive crown. Again it came back. Whatever our traditional knowledge, whatever our ancient knowledge, that knowledge utilized by the world over people, the scientists, the scholars and the professors, they are ready to acknowledge it that these are all Indian achievement. But we are many a times belittling India, and I would like to say that many of our own people are denigrating our motherland. Don't do it. Contact them. Those who are writing against India, those who are saying against India, call them over phone and tell, it is your motherland, my dear friend. Why you are denigrating that? People world over, when they come out, you know, Winston Churchill, when he was the opposition leader, he visited America, and many people asked him, your country is doing so many negatives. What is your opinion? Winston Churchill said, my country is my country. Now I am outside my country. Whatever I say inside my country is different. But when I go out, I have to support what is happening in my country. I will see that I will be protecting the interest of my country. I will not talk anything against my country to you, my dear press persons. My country is my motherland. And every one of us, not yourself keeping away from not doing the bad, but making others also understanding that you have to do positive, give a positive image about India. India is a great country, and you know that we could accommodate everything there, and we could give the knowledge every pupil in the world, and we are such a great democratic country. we can openly criticize, we can do so many positives and positives and positives to people world over. And those positives we should nurture, tell great about India, make a great image about India. That is your motherland. Exactly like that, this UAE is also your foster motherland. Do your level best to this nation also, because it is giving you food, it is giving you credibility, it is giving you great honor as the workers who are bringing this country up. So your foster mother is to be nurtured to the highest level. Similarly, the mother which gave you the birth, that motherland also should be nurtured to the highest level. Each and every one of you, I wish we learn our heritage, total heritage, if not possible, at least Mahabharata, if not possible, at least Bhagavad Gita, if not possible, at least Ishavasya Upanishad, if not possible, at least the first line of Ishavasya Upanishad. That is Indian heritage. It gives you every bit of knowledge, millions and millions of tons of knowledge existing in India. We are the proud children of that motherland who has to learn and teach others. Not learning everything, at least 1 kilogram of the knowledge you have to make by yourself. Tell others, inform through email, inform through cassettes, inform through CDs, the greatness about your motherland, and do your level best for bringing that back, that great motherland. Remember that after independence, we are traveling through 58th year of independence over, and we are reaching to the level of Shashtiyabda Purti. 2007, August 15th, it is the 60th birthday of independent India. India is slowly becoming old, but Indians do not know about India. That is an unfortunate thing. My aim, our aim, your aim should be teach and learn at least 10 points about Indian heritage before 2007, August 15th. Just like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam used to say, don't ask a question what others are doing. Ask a question what you are doing. Only think about what you are doing to our motherland. Nobody has given you the responsibility to evaluate what others are doing. It is not your responsibility. Think about you, your body, your wife, your husband, your children, your family, what they are doing to motherland. And go ahead. Once you have started doing it, tell others that you have also to do the same thing and spread the message. Once you started doing it, others will do it. When anybody is arguing with you, don't argue back with all those things. It is none of your business, our business to argue back. Our business is learning and teaching and spreading the Indian message. If somebody is telling negative, tell happily that one day you will come back and you will follow my step. Proudly tell that you will come back. Assure that they will come back. And nobody can claim that they know much better about India than you. You should reach that level. So, learning and teaching Indian heritage, not for the sake of argument, not for the sake of discussion, but only for the sake of knowing and extending the knowledge. Ariyanum, Arikyanum vendi padikya, Vadikyanum, Jayikyanum vendi alla. Not for challenging somebody, not for winning the race, but just for learning and teaching. It is the only responsibility that we should undertake in our life. Anybody ask any question, keep quiet, say that. If you think like that, it is your duty and dharma. My dharma is learning and teaching and convincing those who would like to get convinced. That is my duty. I am sure that each and every one of you will be with us, just like Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam tells. What you have given to our motherland, think about it. What the motherland has given back to you, that is at present don't think. This he quoted from Abraham Lincoln and other scholars from the West. And like that, you have also to think what you have given back to India. what India has given back, that can be answered later. If somebody cannot give the answer for that, forget about it. But you have to treat your motherland. You have to treat your old mother who suffered a lot for the last 1000 years. When you treat your mother, when you take care of your mother, don't expect a clapping, an applause, and don't expect a garland, don't expect a bouquet, don't expect a Padma Shri, because you are treating your mother. Mother, treating the mother and treating the motherland, it is the dharma of putra and putri. That is what is known as putra dharma and putri dharma. Undertake that responsibility and see that you are doing your worth silently, keeping a smiling face without expecting anything. I am sure that you will be the happiest person in this country, and you will be the happiest person when you come back to your home, proudly keeping your head in the top level. You can say, I do my level best for my motherland. I am sure that you will be doing your duty, your dharma, your responsibility, and taking your privilege, whatever you deserve from your motherland and your colleagues. Never, never, never say negative, and never write negative, never discuss negative, never laugh when somebody else is telling negative about your motherland. That is your bound duty and dharma. I would like to express my deepest gratitude for getting me the opportunity to spread the message of Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage. For the last 5 years, we are doing this message, spreading this message of India. And we would like to express our great, deep gratitude to the Almighty for giving us this opportunity to serve our motherland, to see that our people are sitting, listening, and spending their precious time for listening and learning our heritage. Once again, I would like to express my deep gratitude to the Indian Consulate General and these consulate workers, the employees, and also the coordinators of Indian Institute of Scientific Heritage, plus those who have come here for listening yesterday and today. I think tomorrow or day after tomorrow we have got a discourse in Malayalam. I am sure that more and more people will be coming over here. Once again, my pranams to each and every one of you. Thank you very much.